Initiating moisture.
You may not have invited me to your lacrosse house party to do keg stands with the boys and butt chug natty light with the bros, but I hope you kept your door unlocked, cause I'm coming in anyway with the Moisties, baby. That's fucking right. Today we're looking at the top 5 worst movies of 2018. Let's just go ahead and kick this shit right off. Number 5, Pacific Rim 2. This movie was the most disappointing movie I've seen this year since I really liked the first Pacific Rim. This one took the stinkiest shit on top of it that I could ever imagine. I honestly would have been less disappointed if they had just turned the sequel to Pacific Rim into a porno, or even like Pacific Rim Go or some shit. Anything that wasn't what we got with Pacific Rim 2. It is truly abhorrent. It completely changes what Pacific Rim was about, which is just about, rock and roll, titties, mech action, kaiju fighting shit, spitting blood, spitting titties out and everything. And it turned it into like a goddamn summer camp for kids, which also sometimes has robots fighting shit. Underwhelming, horribly executed. None of the characters were likable or good. All of the action was bad. Occasionally there were some decent things to look at, but when it was sprinkled with all these little diarrhea flakes that were on it, it just makes it unpalatable. Really bad movie, extremely disappointing. Just don't make a Pacific Rim 3. I'd hate to see it turned into like a musical on ice that has like a Gundam in the middle of it or something. It's just an insult what they've done to Pacific Rim. Moving on to number 4, I Feel Pretty. This one's on here because, well, it's Amy Schumer. Do I really need to justify it more? Do I even need to say more? It's an Amy Schumer movie. But it's the worst Amy Schumer movie. I've seen quite a few. I even suffered through her stand-up just to kind of get a taste for what the fuck goes on there. It's as bad as you'd expect, both in the stand-up and this movie. It's horrible. It's a movie that's supposed to celebrate like being comfortable in your own skin, but it makes being fat and everything like the enemy. It makes people feel bad about their body. There's nothing positive about this movie. It's a horrible movie with awful jokes. There's not a whole ton of vaginas in the movie, because it's PG-13, so she can't say, my vagina, my pussy. Pussy smells like barnyard animal, cow manure. My pussy takes the dick pussies. She can't say her normal stand-up shit in the movie, so that's good. But it's still a really bad movie overall. Even the most die-hard Amy Schumer fans were able to muster enough brain power out there to form an opinion of the movie, and their opinion of it was negative, which is very rare because they'll pretty much defend Amy Schumer to the grave. It's wild, and even they didn't like this movie. Obviously, I can understand why it's super fucking bad. Moving on to number 3, Winchester. I personally think putting horror movies in the top 5 worst list is cheating, but god damn it, do they really fucking deserve it. Horror movies these days are always so bad. They're just so fucking bad. Winchester's no exception. It's really bad. I'm going to spoil the conclusion. I'm sure none of you give a shit. He shoots the ghost to kill it and win the day. And the whole thing about it, it's just all bad, man. The set's cool. I like the set of the Winchester mansion. That's the only compliment I could ever give this movie. It's the only compliment anyone could ever give this movie. Nothing scary about it. Nothing at all. It's not scary. It's not enjoyable. It's not so bad it's good. It just fucking insults the viewer's intelligence to even be sitting there knowing you wasted money watching it and wasted time. Horrible fucking movie, even for horror movie standards. Moving on to number 2, Truth or Dare. What do you fucking know? It's another horror movie. You're going to notice a little pattern. Yeah, Truth or Dare's even worse than Winchester. Truth or Dare has a horrible concept, a Truth or Dare game where you got to do the dares or you got to tell the truth. And it takes it to a level that you would never think human beings were capable of reaching. You didn't think anyone could be that fucking stupid when writing a script or a story. Every character makes the stupidest little Snapchat filter smiley face thing. That was their gimmick. Then they ask a truth or dare question. None of the dares or the truths are scary or interesting or well thought out. And it's just so poorly written. Every character fucking sucks asshole. And I'm just going to give you a little sneak preview here. I'm going to spoil the ending again here. They confront the demon of Truth or Dare, the Truth or Dare evil demon lord of Christmas. As they're directly confronting them, they get asked a Truth or Dare question. The last one of the movie, all they had to do was put something in a jar that they were 2 seconds away from doing. The demon asked a guy a Truth or Dare question, and instead of just picking truth, which is just harmless, you just tell the truth about something, he chose dare, and the dare was to kill the guy that was about to save the day. I mean, like, what the fuck were you thinking? His reasoning for not choosing truth and saving the world was because he didn't want anyone to have to do a dare. What a fucking hero. What a martyr. I'm sure everyone's gonna really like that decision in that universe. Super fucking bad movie. Awful all around. Moving on to number 1, and a surprise to no one, the worst movie of this year is also a horror movie, and I'm sure most of you can already guess what movie gets it. It's Slenderman. Slenderman is a truly abominable train wreck of cinema. A movie that is 7 years past when its character was popular. When Slenderman was popular was 2011. This movie came out in 2018. Nobody gives a fuck about Slenderman anymore. Memes die by the hour. Moth meme died in 30 seconds. Every meme is so fucking short-lived in 2018. No one's gonna give a shit about a 7-year-old one. And especially when the movie's as bad as this is, it's an absolute train wreck. Edited poorly, thrown together awfully, the story makes no sense. Slenderman's not even the bad guy, trees are the bad guy. They make nature the evil force in the movie, not even Slenderman, he's just kind of there. He's probably fucking afraid of the trees too. Every character sucks asshole, none of the characters make smart decisions. It's so fucking bad. I'd rather play every goddamn Slenderman game back to back to back to back instead of watch this movie for a second time. It is that fucking bad. It is not even so bad it's enjoyable. It's so bad it's frustrating to watch and sit through, and it fucking hurts to sit there. It burns your goddamn eyes. A horrible movie, absolutely deserving of the number 1 spot in this year's Moisties top 5 worst movies of the year. We had a lot of really shitty stinkers in the horror movie department, that's for goddamn sure. But I do believe this top 5 list is backed up by scientific data that can 100% prove these are by far the 5 worst of the year. Thank you for tuning into the Moisties. See ya.